boy, folks, we're in for a big one today. Bon Voyage is part 1 of Baywatch's Season 8 3-part season finale, followed by White Thunder at Glacier Bay parts 1 and 2, which are ironically parts 2 and 3. All 3 episodes were released together on VHS as a movie under the White Thunder at Glacier Bay title, where there are some minor differences. Unlike Forbidden Paradise, there's not an extensive amount of new footage. In fact, most of the extra footage is actually included in the TV versions in order to pad out the length. That's right, folks, if you want to see all of the good stuff, like, this jewel thief diving scene, then you gotta watch the extended Baywatch episode cuts. There was, apparently, an exclusive montage included in a featurette in the unrated version, where Carmen Electra says it was too steamy for network TV viewing. I'm actually surprised her steamy montage wasn't included in the normal version, since that seems to be the selling point of these VHS tapes, but whatever. I don't have the unrated version, so I can't tell you what the montage was like, but I imagine it featured Carmen Electra in a bathing suit and/or with more simulated nudity. Anyway, here's the return of an old favorite, a Baywatch vacation episode. But not just any vacation episode, this is a sponsored vacation episode. There's no attempt to hide it here, because it is in fact the entire plot of the 3-parter, wherein our lifeguard friends take a princess cruise to Alaska. There are parts of these episodes where we're basically watching a commercial for Princess Cruises, including a scene where Hobie is literally watching a Princess Cruise commercial. And if you're watching the VHS version, it begins with not 1, but 2 nearly identical commercials for Princess Cruises. This block of commercials also includes other sponsors like Alaska Airlines, which is featured prominently as well, Sea-Doos, and Say Yes Fat-Free Milk.
Say yes to good health, say goodbye to fat, say yes to the best in great taste.
And trailers for Star Kid and Chairman of the Board? I am being haunted by that movie.
Carrot Top is
certifiably insane.
Chairman of the Board.
If it's got Carrot Top in it, you know what a good name for it would be?
What's that, Norm?
Box Office Poison. I bet the board is spelled B-O-R-E-D.
If somehow you make it through this 8-minute commercial gauntlet, you will be rewarded with the 2-hour Baywatch Princess Cruise commercial, which includes even more product placement within the plot that I haven't even mentioned yet. Enjoy! I'll be talking about White Thunder at Glacier Bay parts 1 and 2 in the next video, but for now, let's see how our Baywatch pals got into this wacky situation. First, it's the triumphant return of Jerry Croft from Inside Sports! Oh my god, we've all been waiting for this! I can't believe we're on his 3rd appearance in 3 seasons, and we get even more of him in the 2nd part of White Thunder at Glacier Bay. With his 4-episode appearances and inclusion in the Hawaiian wedding movie, that gives him more screen time than Skylar. What have we done to deserve such a treat? Anyway, Neely, Donna, and Lonnie are doing yet another Inside Sports photo shoot. In universe, they just love coming back to these random lifeguards.
Well, the tradition continues.
Yes, the tradition of awkward expository dialogue continues. As Mitch, Cody, and Hobie clunkily explain, the girls are going on a cruise to Alaska to take even more photos.
How do you do a swimsuit layout in Alaska?
Are you kidding me? Fire and Ice is gonna be the hottest mag yet.
Thanks a lot, Hobie. Your check is in the mail. Cody is feeling insecure about his girlfriend going on a sexy photo shoot trip, and he suspects Mitch has the same thoughts about Neely. But contrary to rumors, Neely and Mitch are just friends.
Contrary to rumors, Neely and I are just friends.
Look, okay, things are going to get insane in this 3-parter, and obviously they're doing this they love each other but can't admit it thing. But Mitch convinced her to move in by kissing her on the mouth. They then proceeded to take family photos on the beach. What exactly did either of them think this relationship is? Anyway, the healthy thing to do in either relationship is for Mitch, Cody, and Hobie for some reason to sneakily go on this trip too. You know, to keep an eye on them like a bunch of controlling assholes. But Mitch points out that a relationship is based on trust. And also, he already tried.
I already tried.
A relationship is based on trust. But remember, Neely and I don't have a relationship. We're just friends. The cruise is sold out. But wait! What if they did a completely pointless flashback to Hobie watching a Princess Cruise commercial to explain how he entered a contest to win 4 tickets on a Princess Cruise?
You remember that ad on TV? They're gonna announce the winner any day now.
Win a dream vacation for 4 from Princess Cruises and Alaska Airlines.
Whoa, a dream vacation for 4 from Princess Cruises and Alaska Airlines? I've always wanted to go on a Princess Cruise via Alaska Airlines. Is it possible I, son of main character Mitch Buchanan, can win a contest to take a Princess Cruise via Alaska Airlines? Princess Cruises!
Man, it's like we're back in the good old days, when Baywatch solved a sponsorship problem simply by having Hobie win a contest. And I don't know how many contests like this involve writing an essay, but apparently he has to kiss Princess Cruise's butt some more before he gets the privilege of participating in their giant commercial. So Mitch, how did babysitting Ashley go? Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. This crazy lady moved in, kidnapped your baby, drugged my mom, and tried to replace you. That's not a big deal, right? A curse upon you, Mitch! This 3-parter will end with your total happiness, but you'll immediately lose everything next season. Please don't explode like my frog hybrid girlfriend, Neely. I can't take another loss like that. Okay, so remember Neely's ex-husband, Peter? Hello, wife Neely. Yeah, that guy. He's the father of Neely's baby, conceived while they were considering getting back together. And she's decided that maybe she should tell him about that daughter he has now. And hey, he lives in Alaska, so that makes this trip a convenient time to do so. However, Neely has conflicting feelings about the situation, unsure if she should get back together with Peter, or if she just feels obligated to in order to support Ashley. Most of this dialogue, Mitch offering her moral support, and the beginning of the next scene where Hobie encourages Mitch to fight to keep Neely, is cut out of the movie version. I mean, sure, this entire relationship seemed to come out of nowhere with no build-up or rhyme or reason, so why not cut out any of the emotional arc leading up to the season's grand finale?
Hey Dad, I've never shared any scenes or even been in the same episode with the baby or Neely at all during this arc up until this point, but you can't let Neely get back together with her ex. We're a family. Then someday Ashley can become a famous lifeguard just like you, and she and I can be lifeguards together, forever in your shadow.
Shut up, Hobie. Weren't you thinking about leaving for college or something? Hey, speaking of relationships the show and the audience has ceased to care about.
Lonnie and I got in a huge fight and she said she never wanted to see me again.
Oh.
Considering this is Carmen Electra's last few episodes on the show, Mitch and Cody lazily eating pizza about sums it up, doesn't it?
All I can think of is CJ. Remember she was supposed to go away for a week and she never came back?
Lighten up, man. It's not gonna happen with Lonnie.
So have you talked to Lonnie lately?
Not since she moved to New York.
Anyway, Hobie won the Princess Cruise and Alaska Airlines essay contest! Woo!
Congratulations, you're the winner of the Princess Cruises Alaska Airlines sweepstakes. I'm going to Alaska!
A Hobie product placement contest plus vacation episode is not enough. We have to include all of the rehashed Baywatch classics. So how about, I don't know, some jewel thieves? Whew, this wig is getting itchy. I better kill my partner so I can take it off. I mean, dye my hair to disguise myself. It's like this 3-parter is a billboard trying to cover every square inch of footage and branding. Also worth noting that this is the 2nd episode in a row where we have a crazy woman dye her hair from blonde to red or vice versa, further indicating that Baywatch is running out of steam. And it may be repetitive, but I do enjoy the high percentage of sharks we've been getting this season. My save! Oh no, a shark! Save me, Craig! As Craig is off screen again until next season, we'll have to make do with Shippy and Newmy mercilessly stabbing and beating the shark. Well, On the one hand, this was a needlessly violent response, considering the shark wasn't even making a move toward them. But on the other hand, I will never say no to a Numi/Shippy team-up. And as a bonus, we got Cheryl included in the rescue. Well, the guy isn't dead, which is bad news for jewel thief Leslie Stryker, who worries he'll narc on her to their bosses, who she was also double-crossing. Not sure how him being alive puts her in any more danger, because they'd be expecting them to bring them the jewels either way, and the only reason they even know where to find her later is because she has to tell her whole plan to the guy before attempting to murder him at the hospital for some reason. But whatever. Time to bring this and the Princess Cruise storyline together.
This dork should get me into lifeguard headquarters.
One dork coming up.
To everyone's shock and awe, Hobie is actually involved with a major plot in an episode again. That's right, he isn't just here to win Princess Cruise and Alaska Airline essay contests, he's also here to be manipulated by the bad guy and entrenched in her scheme. Leslie finds out about Hobie winning the Princess Cruise and Alaska Airline contest and seduces him into inviting her along so she can make her getaway. Later, she says something about her bosses watching the trains in airports, and I guess that's why taking a cruise instead makes sense, I guess. Whatever. Yo guys, can I be in the episode?
Nah, we're good.
Alright, see you next season. After finding out where they took the guy she tried to kill, Leslie reveals the whole cruise getaway thing before trying and failing to kill him again. Well, I guess she's given up on covering her tracks and just gonna go on that cruise now. I'm still confused as to the whole plan here, but apparently she's not that far off base, because she says she only met her bosses once and they won't recognize her with red hair. And I guess, she was right. Yeah, why bother remembering the face of the person you hired to fetch $5 million worth of emeralds for you?
Do you remember what she looks like?
Oh, I remember. We never met.
You did, at a party I hosted a month ago.
I told you she couldn't be trusted, but you knew better.
I was extremely suspicious of her, but not enough to remember her face.
I understand you have a drowning victim in intensive care.
And you are?
His brother.
Can you give me any hard evidence?
Darn princess.
Hey, thanks for the tip. After all of that fuss about whether you lived or died, your story is now over.
Hey, Hopester!
No one's called Hobie the Hopester since he was 12 except you.
Hopester!
Hey Dad, I invited this 20-year-old lady I just met with me on this cruise. Hope that's okay.
She's 20.
20.
20? Why, that's almost how many years older I am than Neely, my live-in maybe girlfriend who I'm stalking jealously on this trip. While hypocrite Mitch is worried about Hobie dating an older woman, we do at least get clarification that Hobie magically aged up 2 years this season.
I'm 18 years old. What is the issue? You want it for yourself?
Please, I haven't tried to date the same girl as you since you were a literal child. And I'll do the same thing to Ashley when she's a little older. Alaska Airlines! Mwah! Friendship kiss! Mwah! Friendship kiss! Alaska Airlines!
We love being on Alaska Airlines.
Alaska Airlines.
Oh, yum. Thank you. Yes, thank you. To Inside Sports and Alaska. All right.
Woo! Alaska Airlines! Was it excessive to follow this with a 2.5-minute Princess Cruise promotional montage until the end of the episode? I don't think so! Yeah! Princess Cruises!
To be continued.
Next time on Baywatch, Princess Cruises, Wild Bears, a shocking wedding? Season 8 goes out with a bang! Here comes the bride!